Good afternoon. As always, I'll start with a quick synopsis of our last performance. Post-game, I didn't have a lot to say about the unfortunate incident that transpired at the end of the game, and really thoughtfully so. It was ugly. It was ugly for the game of football. I think all of us that are involved in the game, particularly at this level, want to safeguard and protect the game, its integrity. And in that instance, it was compromised, obviously, with an unfortunate incident. And so none of us want those things to transpire. It did. We were a part of it. We accept responsibility for our actions within it. I won't have a lot to say in great detail regarding it. We have some people going through appeals and so forth, and I don't want to jeopardize that in any way. But another reason why I didn't want to talk in great detail about what transpired at the end of the game is because it had little to no bearing on determining the outcome of the game. Our execution or lack thereof did. And like I told our team yesterday, it's easy to seek comfort in that sidebar distraction and not talk about what really needs to be talked about from our perspective, is that we played a losing football game. We didn't execute well enough in all three phases to secure victory, and we got to be accountable for that. We got to acknowledge that. We got to adjust and build a plan to minimize that occurring again as we move forward and move this week into another hostile AFC North environment. So if you look at how we played in the game, a couple things that really stood out for me. First, defensively, as plays got extended, I thought that the tide always tilted in the favor of the Browns. We didn't do enough on extended plays in rush or in coverage. Baker Mayfield got out a lot. He escaped to his right, our left some, and created some negativity for us. In doing so, I thought the 3rd down and 8 on the 8, the last touchdown was a significant play. It didn't happen on time, but there were several plays like that in game. The 3rd down and 7 on the other end of the field, on the 7, where we got a DPI in the end zone, it did not occur on time. I thought Baker did a really awesome job with his legs, first extending plays, and then with his arm finding open receivers and delivering the ball accurately. We need to be better in terms of minimizing a quarterback in those circumstances. We need to be better in terms of tight coverage in those circumstances. And this week, with this week's challenge, we got another quarterback mobility issue, so we got to get that problem rectified and rectified quickly. Obviously, in a hostile environment, you can't have hiccups in the kicking game. We mishandled a field goal snap and caused us to miss an opportunity for 3 points, and particularly at the early stages of the game, I thought it didn't help us environmentally in terms of leveling the playing field, quelling the crowd, gaining some rhythm. It hurt us in a big way. And on the offensive side of the ball, we need to do a better job of adjusting. People get hurt as part of football. Several people went down during the course of the game, and we weren't able to find our traction and get fluidity and move the ball with the type of fluidity that we need to. We didn't take care of the ball, and regardless of circumstance, that's always a reasonable expectation in terms of protection of the football. We play good special teams and defense, and then we're punting the football. We got a chance in games. We didn't give ourselves a chance in the game because we didn't take care of the ball well enough. Couple that with the fact that we weren't getting turnovers, it produced the outcome that we're all familiar with. So as we prepare for this next one and assess our overall health, regardless of who's available to us, those are things that we've identified that caused the outcome of that last game. And as we prepare for this next one, we better get a new set of issues that are potentially problematic for us.